Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to be making my own flies using a fly rod, and then we're going to go out and see if we can catch any bass or maybe some crappies or a northern or something. But yeah, I have no material, like professional material for making the fly. All I have is some stuff around the house that pretty much anyone has. So I'll show you guys how I do that, and you guys can probably do a little better than me, but I don't know. Seems to work for me. So I'll show you guys how I do it. We'll make this fly. We'll head out in the boat and we'll go see if we can catch some fish with them. So I made one already. It's a white and red one. I think I'm going to start with that one, but we'll see. I'll show you how to make this next one. So all you need is a vice grip, a plier, and of course your teeny tiny, let's see if I can get the camera to focus here. There we go. Your teeny tiny little hook. So then I got some old junky lures here. I'm just going to take some of this hair off that, and then I use some knitting line or knitting string. And then we had a deer hide tan a few years ago that the hair just pulls right out, so it's no good. So then I use that as my hair. But you guys can use wigs or other things you find around the house. So I'll show you guys how I tie this on, and we'll go from there. So first things first, I'm going to get this line, and I'm just going to wrap it around the top of this lure, just kind of a straight part. Wrap it around. Get it. You use this excess line to wrap that over. Now, when you're doing this, this just kind of helps position the line to make it easier for you to wrap things around it instead of it slipping all the time. And also, helps with when you put the hair on. Let's say a fish bites it, it won't pull the hair all the way off or slip it off the hook. This kind of keeps it stable in place. So just kind of go around it enough to where the whole thing is covered in the line. Now, some guys get really into this and make sure it's perfect. I ain't perfect. I'm just doing this for fun. It's not really a skill of mine to do this, so I just kind of do it for fun. So just getting it roughly done, and then that looks good enough for me. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it one more time around, pinch that line, get it, twist the line, put it over the hook, and tighten it on there. So I created my own little loop, my own little just partial knot there. I'm going to do that one more time, just make sure the line stays there. So get it, twist it, overlap it, pull it over the hook where I put all that line on, pull that line tight, and there's another knot. It's on there pretty well. Some guys use their little machines where they wrap it around, but I don't got that, so I'm going to do with what I got. Cut that line off, set it aside, get some super glue, and this just has it harden. Ooh. There's that. I got just some string over here from my carp arrow. Dab it around. Like I said, I'm not a professional, obviously. Just a garage fly. Lapped it around there. Get this glue enhansive. Just hardens that super glue really fast. One spray. We'll spray it again. There. It's hardened. That's done. Get that excess line that we tied it over. Snip that off because that's no longer necessary. It's all hardened down. There you go. That's what it looks like. Not very pretty, but it does its just. So then I'm going to get this line again. I'm going to wrap it around. Then I'm going to get that hair, snip it off, put it on, and I'll show you guys how I do that. So let me get this line wrapped around first. So now I just have a small pinch of this. This is the deer hair. Now you go the lightest color first, because just like on any fish or minnow, their bellies are going to be the whitest part of them. If you ever looked at that, I'll show you a picture of what any shiner or any other bait fish looks like. They always have white bellies, like you guys can see in this picture here. So I'm simply just getting this white and wrapping it all around nice and tight, because this is my base layer. And I'm only doing 2 layers, so really got to get it on there nice and tight. And then my last lure, I did lead core first, and then I went on to this. But I want to see how it turns out if I do this, then the lead core. So I'm not wrapping it on a ton. And I'm just going to super glue this again, spray it, and I'm going to cut off this excess white stuff on the end here, just because it's going to get in my way. And then I'm going to wrap that lead core around it. Just the lead core, it helps it sink, because the bass, I've noticed, are not going to be on the top water right now, because they're spawning right now. So you want to get down into them. So that's the whole point of the lead core, is to get it down deep enough, but not make the lure so heavy so that it doesn't work with the fly rod. And that is our finished product. It's nothing pretty, but white and yellow scheme, black head with a little bit of that blue lead core. But hopefully it'll get the job done. I mean, you should bite anything, right? Hopefully. I guess we'll see. So I'm gonna go put these lures on the lines and get out in the lake, and hopefully we catch something. Not sure how much video I'm gonna get, because I only have an hour left on that SD card. But got my fly rod. I just tied on the one we just made, the yellow and white. It's a little bigger, so I think the fish will bite on this. I just saw a bass underneath my boat, so they are a little deeper than I thought they would be. The trick to fly fishing, not next to it, and still have a lot of line out. Not what I wanted to catch on my first day. Let's get the pile of melons. Stupid net won't extend. There you go. First fly fish, the bleep, tiny little northern. There we are. Nice little northern on a little fly. Gotta check my line after him though. Completely forgot about the camera, but I think I caught like 30. Oh, it is a good one. And he's hooked good too, it looks like. Maybe not. Let's see. There we go. Real nice one. Look at that. It's a nice crappie. Get over here. Just devoured my hook. I can barely see it. You guys barely see that hook? Just scarfed down. I twitched it a few times and just annihilated it. Let me get my longer hook out so I don't ruin that fly, because like I said, I've caught 30 fish already. That's a rough estimate. Oh my goodness. Darn thing. Rough estimate is 30 fish I've caught so far. It might even be more, but this fly is just getting abused. There we go. Look at that. Beauty crappie. He's going in the live well. Oh, I have a fish. I had a fish the entire time. Also, I'm looking around for my hook as I'm moving it, and it's not doing anything. Feels like a decent one. Oh, it's a tiny one. Another little thing. Hey, goodness. He hasn't hooked like crazy. He was on there a while. Get over here, you. Feel my line. Make sure it's not all cut up. Alright, now you guys are all good. Let's grab our rod. Oh, I thought I had a fish on under the boat. That would have been crazy. Get the line back in the water. Gotta keep. Weird. Probably a catfish that just jumped. On this side. Can see him fall on it. If you guys could see the crappies banging right now, it's crazy. Don't think you can. Ooh, took it right out of his mouth. I don't think you guys can see these fish because I don't have the polarized lens on. I should spend some more money and get that. There's a good bite. I don't think it's a good fish though. Ooh, it is a good fish. All sorts of scarred up. Oh. Both sides, yeah, pike just tried to annihilate them. Yeah, it's a good fish, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, he's good. There you go. And just like the squish on there, full of eggs. Get her back in there. Wrong fish bit. Yep. Right there. That's the one I wanted. I dropped it right on his head and he just came flying up. There's a dark, big crappie. He was tiny. It's so hard to go against the breeze. I want to cast further out there. Another medium-sized one. I'm waiting for one of these times, like northern, just to come up and destroy it. Nice fish, not a eater. Where's that guy? Every cast I have one follow or bite. The big one behind him. Little guy. Up on down. Boat's a mess because I was trying to figure out how to catch some of the bass, but then I found these guys. See, now we're getting into some small ones here. I think I'm yanking too hard. I just gotta settle it down. But I've noticed they're starting to get off a little more. I don't know if my lure's getting dull or, not my lure, my hook's getting dull or what. There we go. I think he's a smaller one. Yeah, he is. You can see the size, kind of. Well, no one's a big one because they're really black. And you don't really see a lot of this silver. Yeah. See, they're quite black actually, but when you're fishing them, you can tell what's a big one when they strike at it. Often by how black they are, or you can tell by their mouths when I watch them strike it. Oop. Getting lazy with it. Gotta do it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's getting all bubbled. Ooh, don't do that. There we go. Yeah, saw my line swimming away. I'm trying to mess with it over here. I had a feeling it was a little one. Sit down. Very repetitive. Not a good complaint though. Catching this many freaking fish on a fly is absolutely insane. And it is so much fun. Like, I would say catching a fish on the fly is more fun than catching a fish with a normal rod. Like, I just can't imagine what it'd be like to catch a 5-pound bass. Or just a 3-pounder. I'm catching these crappies and they're putting up a nice fight. Fun little tussle. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that, but gotta set the hook a little harder, I guess. There we go. Smaller guy. There we go. Ooh, this one's fighting. Ooh, this one's a good one. Get into that. There we go. What's he look like compared to these guys? Oh, get out of mine. Now I just need 2 more for the limit. See if we can catch that last 2. Ooh, there's a good fish. Get in my net. He's all right. I'm only keeping these because I'm gonna turn that aerator on quick. I'm only keeping these guys because I just want my limit. I know I didn't get all the fish on film, but it's pretty much the same thing time after time. You just gotta keep catching them like this. There's a fighter, but I'm gonna assume he's little. Yeah, he's tiny. Look at that. I mean, you guys gotta understand that it might not be the most exciting video, but catching these things on the fly like this in Minnesota, that's pretty cool. That is, especially for a guy who really has no idea what he's doing when it comes to fly fishing. You can only just guess. Well, this one ain't a monster, but it's fat and it's long enough. And I dropped my rod just to get everything ready because Dad said he needed me to get home, and there we go. That's our limit. Well, that is super cool that I got to try a hook that I made this morning, and I got to use the fly rod to catch an entire limit of crappies. I didn't get any bass, which is what my goal fish was, but I found these guys and I just couldn't let them be. So super fun going after these guys. I'm so glad I got a limit of that. That's so cool. I had a monster on and he popped off right by the boat here, right before I got the camera on, of course. But that's fishing. That's just fine. I did get a little lenient with the sizes. I didn't get them as big as I wanted for these last three, but I'm on a time crunch and I thought it'd be cool to get a limit with this fly rod. So I'm gonna head back to landing and get the boat all ready, and I'll see you guys back when back at home when I get them all flayed out, and I'm gonna make them into a crappie cakes. That's what we'll call them. We'll call them crappie cakes.
Several days later.
Alright, now I got the fillets. These are the crappies that we caught just the other day. It's been about a week. Went on a trip to Texas. That was awesome. Got to see Dirk Bentley play, Zach Top. Super fun. But now I'm back here and I'm doing as many videos as I can. So here is how we make crappie cakes. I got the fillets and I pureed them in our blending machine. I then am going to add some panko breadcrumbs, my seasonings, half a pepper, and lemon. I'm going to get those all, mix them in my bowl, and then I will pack them into little spheres, put them on a tray, and bring them outside for myself to fry so I can try these out. I think they're going to be pretty good. I'm not a fan of crappie because it's so soft. I'm going to mix these all up, put them on a pan, and we'll get them out there. Alright, let's test it out. That's what they look like. Oh, it's actually not bad. The chili I put in there make it just spicy enough, but it's pretty good. But yeah, that's what it looks like. And inside is obviously it's a fish cake, so it ain't gonna be like firm and flaky. But yeah, I'd definitely do it again. Yeah, I mean, I don't like crappie because they're always so mushy. So this at least is covered up by that, by all the different flavors that are in it. And you make a lot. Like, I think I made little hockey pucks like that, and I think it was like 20 of them. So it was pretty good. Yeah, I would say it's a good meal. So if you guys ever want to try that, go ahead and do that. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the thumbs up. If not, well, better luck next time. All right, I'll see you guys later.